of Village 7-1, so we're going to see a battle for both for the reach. It's SAPJ Luca, it's Lucas Moore, it's Village 7-1, and Jim Cars can sneak in. It's also attacking her boot. See, it's all the swords are, and they're penalizing each other.
Hello and welcome to our Esailing World Championship Final highlight show.
And Steve, I promised in many ways. There you go. You lose, and you snooze. There, and he's taking the win because he's cheating. So starting in first, Esailing TV doing a great start this time. No, don't do that with the mark again. Oh, Jesus Christ. Why doing a crazy format as we're doing today?
Well,
I'm thinking at the right hand side, see the blue starts up there. Then two penalties, no, only one penalty. Hello. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to all of you. Tonight we are going to have some fun. We are in the grand finale of the Charity Star Challenge that's been running for a month. 14 players has entered this fantastic tournament. It is a match race and we are here tonight because we are watching the fight for the third place and the fight for the win and the second place. Totally, there is a prize pool of 1,600 euros, and it will be shared out that the winner will get 60%, second place 30%, and third place 10%, and they can share it out to a charity after own choice. And the first race we're going to see today is in between two players. It's in between Duvel Bosma from Holland and Asir from France, and let's see who Duvel is going to share his charity to.
Het is wel erg, je kan dood aan gaan. Ik vind het heel zielig voor Larissa. En mijn moeder vond het ook zielig. Ik weet eigenlijk niet goed wat leukemie is. Ze was witjes. Ze moest ook een beetje huilen. Haar haar was uitgevallen. Ze ging wel elke week 1 keer in de week ging ze dan naar het ziekenhuis. Ze moest in coma. Of ze krijgt chemokuren. En dan als je dan dat prikje eruit haalt, dan zitten daar die kankercellen in. Om die slechte kankercellen weg te krijgen. Ik vind zelf dat ze dat ze gewoon weer beter is. Zo voelt het. Ja, ze gaat niet dood. Dat denk ik tenminste.
Met Larissa gaat het goed. Maar 25% van de kinderen met kanker redt het niet. Onacceptabel. Ga naar kikker.nl en doneer.
And Duvel is going to give his charity, is winning the third place, to Kika Foundation from Holland. And in the race for third place, he's going to race Asir from France. And Asir for France, he is going to support those here.
Malnutrition, food insecurity, maternal and infant illness, stunting, anemia, death, neglected diseases with unfamiliar, unpronounceable names, diseases of poverty that are disabling, marginalizing, painful, sometimes even blinding. Lost sight, lost learning, lost livelihoods, lost to infections, cataracts, diabetes, and continuing cycles of poverty. Together, we're empowering the world's most vulnerable and disadvantaged families and making communities stronger. Across Africa and Asia, we're educating mothers and local health workers on maternal and infant nutrition, enabling women to grow and sell better, more nutritious crops like orange flesh sweet potatoes. Together, we're strengthening health systems as our technical experts put research to work, distributing life-saving medications and vitamin A supplements, and training communities to prevent disease and relieve suffering. Together, we're providing access to quality health and vision care for those who need it, surgery and treatment to manage and cure disease, and education to prevent it in the first place. In the United States, we're helping underprivileged children to see and achieve their own potential with prescription eyeglasses. Together, we're making connections for greater impact, community by community, family by family, life by life. With HKI's practical, passionate solutions, with your activism and action, wherever and whenever most needed. Together, we are transforming vulnerable lives into vibrant lives. With HKI, with you, hope is in sight.
So the two combatants are going to fight for each of their charity, and we are just waiting for doing a charity event in a few sec. We will create a server. It's going to be a match race in the starboat, and let's see how it will go. Players are getting ready for it, and we will just create a server where they're coming in. But we hope this is not the case. It looks like Virtual Regatta has issues creating servers at the moment in the custom race. So right now we are waiting for the server to kick in. No, we can't create the server, and it's costing us coins every time at the moment. That's actually a little bit shame at the moment, especially when we're doing this fantastic charity event. So we will just try to kill the game and go in again. Right now there's something wrong with their custom mode. We just tested it, we just got ready, and we're getting ready for this final. It's because Azir is still in the race. Let's Duval, he can just enter the race, and then when Duval is in the race, then let's start it. But we other players, we can't see it at the moment. So and right now they're saying both of them are alone in the race. There's something wrong with VR. So we're just getting it to start over. Right now we are waiting for the players to go out, and now we will try to create a race and see what happens. New code coming up here. We're getting ready. We want to see who is winning this charity event. And right now, we still have issues creating. That's very a shame here. That's actually very bad right now. That's actually very, very bad at this case, especially when we want to do a charity event and the game crashes. We will just go to a small break. We will be back in a few seconds. Hi, you're watching Esailing TV. Hope you like what we're doing. If you want to see more, please follow us on the social medias. Go on Facebook, write Esailing TV. Then you come into our fan page. If you follow us, subscribe or like us, then you can see our live shows and get a notification of it. But there's an 8 seconds delay on Facebook. You can also see when we're doing highlights. We'll pop them up there, and small news with pictures. You can like, share with your friends what we're doing, share your interest. Hope you will join in. But if you're more the video type, then go to YouTube. Esailing TV channel here has a live feed also. There's a 6 seconds delay, but it's fantastic on YouTube. All our videos are saved forever, so you can see what we've been doing the last year, also the highlights. Example, here's Norman and I having fun with the chat, getting questions from the chat, and it was so fun. But if you want to see the live shows straight away without any delays, then go on the Gamers Universe, Twitch TV, write Esailing TV, there's a 2 seconds delay. So in here is if you want to see the shows live. All live shows will be deleted after 14 days, but you can do your own highlights, clip it out, and it will be saved forever. And then some of you said, hey, Twitter. Yeah, we are on Twitter. Go on Twitter, write Esailing TV. We're also doing live shows on Twitter. But again, there's an 8 seconds delay on the live shows. But you can see some tweets when we're out traveling. You can get direct notifications when we're doing activities. In here, we are doing a lot of pop-up news, but we are having a lot of fun. You can share and like what we're doing. And of course, Instagram is also there. But Instagram, we're not doing any live shows on. We're only doing pop-up news. So here you can see what we're doing of crazy things. And trust me, we'll be better to do a lot of more crazy things in here. Example, we met L1's nail shop in Liverpool. Or the highlights show from the World Championship. We also informed about it here. Hope you're enjoying what we're doing in Esailing TV. See you on the servers. And now we got everything up and running. Somehow the server found out that I created a server and it was still open, so I couldn't create a new one. So Azir is in there, and it looks like again there is an issue with the game at the moment. It looks like that we only can be one person. Oh, there it is. We have both players in the same game. So let's get ready to rumble. Best out of 5. It's a match race. It's Duval Bosmer against Azir from France. Let's get ready to rumble. Who will win the first prize of today? And we will join in the race. Get ready for it here. Charity Star channels up. It's a match race, 50 seconds to start. It's mano mano. Who will win it? A penalty can't be costly. It's a medium up win, medium down win, medium up win, and medium down win race. And it's all about duking it out together and make sure that the other one will lose. Right now, Duval Bosmer, he's under pressure. Let's have a small presentation. 2 youth players going against each other. It's Azir from France. Azir, he is the 2nd place in the World Championship 2019 Bermuda. Duval Bosmer, a new player joining in VR Esailing Club, has been doing some really nice races in the match race and ended up losing 3-0 to SNPJ Luca, the 3rd place of the World Championship in the last one. 4 seconds to start, 2 seconds to start. Duval doing a trick, coming in there, no false start. Duval in the lead with 1 meter. Azir going away from him. It's all about being close to each other and try to see it from top here. This is what's going on here. See here. Side by side behind each other. Duval, he has it. They are going to duke it out. They want to penalize each other. Azir pressuring it, going closer to Duval. When you're coming for starboard tech, you can penalize the other one. Oh, Azir getting a penalty. Getting a little bit too cocky, getting too close to Duval Bosmer. Duval Bosmer sneaks away. Let's see how many meters he's catching up when. It doesn't look big here. Let's see, 10 meters. Maybe this race is already over. I know if he's getting 18 meters ahead, it will be all over. Let's see how it will go. Azir getting closer and closer to Duval. Duval has been in the lead against SNPJ Luca also and still lost the race. And there we can see Duval coming in here. He's still 10 meters, 7 meters. He's losing momentum to Azir. It looks like Azir, as we always say, he has some extra help. There we go. Duval still in the lead, but it's only 7 meters ahead of Azir. It looks like they will follow each other to the top mark, and when they go to the top mark, they will round it. And then we will have the first downwind battle towards the gate mark. Who will win that? What's Azir doing? He's doing a 360. He's doing another 360. I think Azir here, he lost it. And Azir, he just disconnected. I don't know if he lost connection. We will just have in the chat what happens to Azir. Let's see what happens to Will. He's racing himself. It looks like Azir lost connection. We will just ask the race officers what happens in there. He crashed. Azir crashed. The game crashed for Azir. So if we are going to follow the rules actually, then Duval Bosmer is taking the first round. But it's a best out of 5. So let's see that. So we will get ready for the next race. It will be Duval Bosmer coming in 2 sec. We just need him to go out of the race. That's sometimes what's happening in Virtual Regatta Inshore. That's sometimes what's happening. So Azir's computer crashed. He lost internet connection back home in France. So not the best start. Not the best start for the young French guy. But let's see what happens in the next race. It was also looking fun that he's just turning around. So not the best start in the tonight's channels. But let's get ready for the next one. I'm just looking over to the admin pages here. They get ready. The next one is coming up now. So here we go. Next race will start in a few sec. We will just have one player to join in here, and then it will go start. The Charity Start Challenge has been played by a lot of players. 14 persons has been in the start of it. Danelaw 4 has been there. Azir is there. Johannes Barnsen from Germany. Crucilator we're going to see in the final later. Then we have Cool Running, Tommy Temple, Gemcast, Filippo, Willis the 7-1, the world champ, the Danny Panadero from Holland. We have Duval Bosmer we are watching here against Azir, Stripes from Switzerland, Alexander Malino from Italy, Confluentia from Switzerland also. Those are the players been battling it out. And in total 1,600 euros has been collected for it. So let's see how it's going. And we're just waiting for one player here. It looks like he has some issues with his computer at the moment. So we are waiting him to join in the race. Right now we can see it's Duval Bosmer racing around by himself. So let's see what's happening in France. Maybe it's also a strike on the internet. Not only the transportation, it's also the internet coming in. It looks like we have a new player coming in. It's Azir in there. So let's get ready to the next race. Azir versus Duval Bosmer. It's the second race. 1-0 for the Dutchman in a best out of 5. Unlucky for Azir. He lost connection and lost the point. That is the rules of the game, but let's see if he will beat it up in second race. Here we have Azir from France. He's known for being a little bit cocky. He's known for being some of the great racers in the world. He is so good that some of the players are saying he's playing with cheat. But let's see if he can win over the Dutchman. It's good news for the Dutchman that he gets 1 point in the first race. But here we go. Who will take the win in today's first regatta, first match race in the grand finale? It's Duval Bosmer from the Netherlands. It's Azir from France. And there we go. Side by side, 14 seconds to start. It's a crucial one. If you're getting a penalty now, it will be costly. 7 seconds. It looks like a clean start. Azir a little bit in the lead, but he's in the left-hand side. Normally playing yourself in the right-hand side give you the good position, because then you have a starboard tack when you are attacking your player. As we're seeing Duval Bosmer going close to Azir here. If he's hitting Azir in that case, he will do it. But here Duval doing actually a mistake, giving Azir the starboard tack. This means Duval, he now has to defend himself. And he has to go after the wind shadow, and Azir can just do an attack on him. 5 meters already. Azir is winning meters. 6 meters. He's racing away from Duval. And one thing is that Azir, he's beating it up at the moment. He's just racing and racing. 7-8 meters. Let's have it here. It's Azir in the lead. It's Duval Bosmer. It's 8 meters. It's 9 meters. If Duval comes more than 18 meters behind, he lost the race. But Azir, see, 5.5, Duval 5.4. So Azir is 0.1 faster than Duval Bosmer without throwing wind shadow. So there we go. Azir going in front of Duval, want to throw dirty on him. Duval continue his path to the right hand side. Wants to come in a starboard tack, but see Azir, 12 meters in the lead. He's really killing it already. Going upwind here, really doing a fantastic thing. The starboat has a wind shadow of 33 meters, so when they're racing downwind, Duval needs to throw some dirty on Azir to do an attack. Azir in the lead, Duval in second. They're getting closer and closer. What to do, Duval? See, he's tacking and tacking, trying to find some wind, but also trying to do a tactics. Azir going towards the top mark. Duval placing himself in the wind shadow. It will cost a meter or two, 12 meters behind. Let's see what happens. Azir rounding the first top mark, going after the second top mark. Can Duval go after him? 15 meters, 17 meters. Azir nailing it, 15 meters. Rounding the mark. Let's see if he's not doing a penalty here. He's not doing it. He's rounding the mark. Duval needs to do something. Needs to turn 18, 20, 21 meters. Now the attack spin begins from Duval Bosmer. He is throwing dirty air on Azir. Let's see. There's a small speed difference. 7.7. And this time it's getting closer, 0.5, 0.7 difference. Azir losing momentum, but still 22 meters in the lead. Duval needs to do some magic. He's getting closer, 19 meters. But it looks like Azir is in control, 17 meters. And now it's a short upwind race. They're going after this gate mark. Let's see here. They're rounding the mark. Azir, he is only 7 meters, 9 meters in the lead. So Duval needs to keep himself close to Azir and then go up to it. So let's see, they're splitting up. Duval trying to find some wind. I don't think it's a good thing to going to the right hand side. Look at the wind sucks. Then Duval has to be lucky that there's a huge wind shift. He will get the wind over the sails, but it looks like the wind shift will go to Azir's it's going Azir's way actually. But right now Duval trying to come in. He's 16 meters behind, 15. He's winning a small meter. He's getting in with speed, but it's Azir in the lead. If he's getting more than 18 meters, it might already be all over. And they're going to battling it out downwind with a long battle where Duval control a lot of wind shadow into Azir. So Duval coming in, Azir in the lead, Duval in second. They're rounding the mark. Let's see what happens. Azir in the lead, count the meters, 26. So Duval can still do an attack on Azir. Let's keep that view here. 26, 25. Right now, Duval throwing dirty on Azir, getting closer and closer. Azir, he actually doesn't care. He wants Duval to get closer to him because then he can defend himself. And let's see if Duval managed to do it. 8.2, 7.7, so 0.5 faster in speed. Let's see, still 0.5, 0.6. He's getting closer and closer, 18 meters. Can Duval get close enough to do an attack? It looks like he's getting faster and faster. 15 meters, 14 meters, 13 meters, 12. Azir is under pressure. Can the young Dutchman attack him? Let's see, 10. 11. It's very close now. It's not counting anymore. 9 meters. But the finish line is coming up. Azir pressing Duval. Duval needs to do something. He got tricked by Azir there. Now they're getting close. It's a fight just before the finish line. Duval on the wrong side of Azir. Oh, almost getting a penalty. Who will take it? Azir penalizing Duval, but they're close to the finish line. It's Azir taking it. Duval getting second. So 1-1 in between the two battling competence at the moment. Way to go, way to go. What a battle of Azir. We're getting ready for race number 3. 1-1. 1 to Netherlands, 1 to the French, 1 to Duval, 1 to Azir. It's best out of 3, best out of 5. So the player winning 3 races will win the regatta and a 3rd place and a chance to donate from the prize pool into a charity of their own choice. Let's get ready for the next race. I know we have a race officer putting up the race, so let's see how that will go for Azir and Duval Bosma. So we are waiting for the server to create. There are some issues with the game tonight. It's just crashed again and again. But let's see if we can go into it and get ready for a race. And the players are getting ready for it, and we are still fighting to get into the game. It's having some fun with us today. Just see here, there we have another crash. So I don't hope the players is experiencing the same thing as I'm experiencing here in Denmark at the moment. But sometimes it's doing that 4 times in a row, and then it will not do it anymore. Next race is coming up. I can see in the chat that it's coming up to us, so let's get ready for that and see how the players are doing in the next one. And the players can just start the race when they both are ready for it. And race is coming up. It's 1-1 in between Azir and Duval Bosma. And Jesus Christ. We're having some issues with the game. The players don't have the issue. They are in the game. They are getting ready for it. And we are waiting to get ready to connect in the game at the moment. It's like it knows that we are from Esailing TV, and we want to watch this fantastic regatta between these two combatants. It's Azir, Duval Bosma fighting for it. It's race number 3. It's 1-1, and there we go. 1 minute to start. Let's get into it. Here we have Duval Bosma. There we have Azir, and there we have Esailing TV. So we are just we're smiling and waving a little bit together with the game today, but we want to see the start. It's very important in a match race to see that start. Until now, Azir has been showing his fantastic skills there. There's 14 seconds to start. Duval getting a penalty by Azir, and he will get another one. See, Azir is just playing with him like a mouse after a cat. Let's see how that will go. Azir from France dominating the Dutch player at the moment, and he's just waiting him to come outside of the penalty, and then he can penalize him again. But now Duval changed it, but they're getting too close to the starting line. 10 seconds. It might already be over for Duval. Duval getting a penalty. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's see the meters for Azir. Will he already nail it from the start? Duval still in a penalty and a false start. It's all over this race for Duval. He cannot do anything. 25 meters behind the second place at the World Championship, 22 meters. So, the World Busmer, if Azir is not doing a penalty at the top marks, or are doing fair play and waiting for you, it is all over. 21 meters, the World doing a good upwind race at the moment. He has some speed into it, but he needs to get into 18 meters for Azir upwind, or else 20 meters. He's getting it, 19 meters. Azir getting closer to him, 50 meters. It looks like Azir, he wants to battling it out. So he's getting ready for battling it with the Dutchman. So right now, they are only 1 meters in between them. That's fair play from the French player. Fantastic done by Azir from France. Fantastic, that's what we like. So the World Busmer, after a really bad start with a penalty and a false start, is being lent into the game by Azir. But this means also that, as we told in the start, this French guy, he is in control of the game. Sometimes he's a little bit too comfortable saying, hey, I know everything about the game, I can do this, but he can. He's showing it again. Great fair play to lend in to Will in the game. 3 meters in between them, they're coming to the top mark, and soon we will see the attacks downwind, and that's the most important part of this race for it. First place, Azir. Second place, to Will Busmer. At the moment, to Will coming in. Azir, he's making fun with the Will, sailing in front of him, throwing dirty air, wants to control him. He wants to show to Will, I am in the lead. To Will now 10 meters behind, losing momentum totally, 11 meters. Azir gave him 22 meters and are now already 10 meters ahead. Can De Will do anything here? When we are going downwind, we will see an attack from De Will, but he has also a huge opportunity to lose the battle because he's fighting one of the best players in the world in Esailing. It's Azir. He is from France, and let's see, he's rounding the mark. 23 meters, 24 meters. The Will needs to throw some dirty air on Azir. It's coming in now, 7.4, 7.3. It's not working for him right now. Azir is outside of the wind shadow. They are sailing the same thing. Azir is faster than the Will Busmer. Right now, Azir is caught in wind shadow. 0.6 in difference, but it's too late for the Will to go in and attack Azir because there is the gate mark. They're rounding the gate mark. And see how they will do. So there we go. Azir rounding the mark. To Will coming in second. So there we go. Azir still waiting for the Will, but 10 meters. And now it's going upwind again. Who will win it? Who will lose it? How will it go? So, the Will fighting for it. 12 meters. Azir, he's in the lead. 13 meters. The Will losing momentum. Azir reading the radar right now, catching the wind. It's coming from right towards left. There's very much wind in the left-hand side where Azir is. The Will getting closer and closer to him. But 12 meters, 13 meters. So the Will needs to do something when he's attacking downwind. So, Azir in the lead. The Will in second. It's Azir coming first around the top mark. The Will, he is currently coming in here. But see, the young French guy, he is in control. 12 meters in between. 6.8, 6.5. Azir somehow, he's capturing wind much better than the young Dutchman. Let's see the meters. 32, 33, 36. It's 37. Oh, it looks like for a short period of time it was all over for De Will. Now De Will, 1 knots in difference speed. He needs to go closer to Azir. He's getting 1 meter at a time. Let's see. Let's see how it's going in. There we're going. It's 16 meters, 14 meters. Azir under pressure. We will have a battle again just before the finish line. Azir attacking the Will. Now it's not all about coming to the finish line. It's all about not getting that penalty. Let's see here. The French guy attacking the Will, getting a penalty again. Azir is so much in control. Let's see how many meters he's winning on it. The Will, he might be able to do another attack. Azir, he's not done defending himself. Let's see. The penalty should end now. 10 meters. It's not over yet. The Will can still do an attack. The last attack on Azir coming in here. 10 meters. There's 1.4 knots difference in speed. Azir on the inside. The Will on the outside. It's 1-1 at the moment. Who will get the next point? Azir attacking the Will. Pressing the Will away. Trying to pin. Oh, Azir getting a penalty there. So the Will taking this one. 2-1 to the Dutchman. This means next race. Next race coming up in a few sec. It's 2-1 to the Dutchman. Way to go. Nice defense there. But we also have to say, what a fair play by Azir in the start. So actually it should be 2-1 for the French team. But right now it's 2-1 for the Dutch team. Next server is coming up in a few sec. We're getting ready for it. And we're just waiting for... and we can see the private chat. The Will is riding Azir. Thank you for waiting for me. And we are trying to create a server. We're waiting for the server to be created. So, next server coming up. Fantastic. Thank you to the race officers that's joined in here today. So, 2-1 for the Dutchman. This means if the Will winning the next race, he will take the third place. If Azir winning it, we're going to have a fifth race where the winner takes it all. TP, whatever. How did he take a penalty? He had the right away. Yeah, but Azir made one mistake. He got too close to the Will, and they made a rule change in the game. If the Will is not changing his direction, and Azir actually moving into his boat, and the Will has been having the same direction for around 2 to 3 seconds, then the boat sailing into him in purpose, not by keeping the same direction, but sailing directly into him, would get the penalty. And that's a rule change in the game. So sometimes it's not always like real sailing. There are some small rules. There are opposite. So that's why Azir got the penalty in that case. And we have been seeing it before in some of the regattas we have been showing. That if you keep your course steady, then you will not get a penalty. Next race almost up. We have the Will Bosma in there. We're just waiting for Azir to join in, and then we will get into it. It's race number 4. The Will Bosma, he is having the match point, but Azir can take a win, and then they might go in and do it. Let's get ready. Race number 2, and race number 4 coming up here. There we go. Azir is there. The Will Bosma, then we can see 2 Spanish players are spectating right now. They're not racing with us, they're just spectating. That's why they occur in the server, but they can just go out and watch Esailing TV instead of. There we go. It is the Will Bosma, it is Azir. They are fighting for the 3rd place in the Charity Star Challenge, and we will get ready for it. It is the Dutchman against the French guy. It's 2-1 to the Will Bosma. Will it be Kika getting the charity, or will it be Azir's choice of charity? And that's going to Helen Keller International. 10 seconds till the start. The Will Bosma waiting for Azir. And that's how it is. There we go. The start is up. 2 seconds. There's a huge discussion in the chat right now about the rules. And Confluentia said that probably the rule engine saw Deauville clear ahead, then it's all about that Azir got the penalty. Deauville here going on the inside of Azir. It's a close one. This time Deauville, Bosman and Azir, there's 3 meters in between them, so a much better start by Deauville, but he can also smell a victory, a 3rd place in this race. So let's see how that will go. Confluentia is riding us while we're seeing them racing upwind. He's riding us. Rule engine is not always consistent with positions on display, and that's correct. Rule engines are you cannot negotiate with them, and sometimes the algorithm is a difference in the rule engine than what you see on the display. So maybe there was a movement from Azir and no movement from Deauville Bosmer. Azir in the lead, and see there, 4 meters. Somehow he again finds the win and just race away from Deauville Bosmer 1 meter at a time. But we have seen in the match race, you can be 18 meters ahead and then still lose the race because it's downwind. It is in the downwind we see the battle in these fantastic match races. Azir coming in left hand side, Deauville Bosmer coming in a starboard tack. They're getting closer and closer to each other. TB whatever, yes, probably that unlucky. Probably Azir tried to make his struck with rule 11, but in rule engine saw Deauville ahead, then it's very much possible. Azir in the lead, Deauville caught in wind shadow, 11 meters, 10 meters behind. Deauville, he needs not to lose too much meters here. He has 8 meters to give off, or else he will lose it and will not be able to take Azir downwind. What's happening? No, Azir, I think Azir is making fun with Deauville now. He wants to attack Deauville downwind. So, placing himself on the outside of Deauville. Something with the server, we cannot trust it here. But Azir coming from behind. Let's see. He's going on the inside, but Deauville has the right of way. Azir getting a penalty there. That was actually quite an attack by Azir. He tried to get in the penalty, but Deauville had the right of ways. Let's see. It's only 11 seconds slowdown. 12, 13 meters. Now Azir sets in the attack. He wants... Azir, he just wrote us, hey, I crashed again. I don't know what happened, but he's back in the race. And let's see, he's still racing, but somehow his race game crashed. That's why he's behind. But let's see, he's battling himself back. And sometimes when you're online, this will happen. But see here, Azir getting in, attacking Deauville. It's all open. This is a battle of dimensions. It looks like Azir is having some issues with internet in France. He has some issues with his computer. But see there, so brilliant. Penalizing Deauville in a starboard tack. Just managed to hit him. Way to go by the French guy here. Azir doing it again. Now he is in the lead. Deauville, according to server, 3 meters behind. But I think when we're getting closer to the mark, he might be 8 meters behind. So Deauville back in the attacking position and Azir back in the lead. Way to go by the French guy. See, 9, 10, 11. He gets the win. Much better than Deauville. 12, 13. Somehow he's speeding up. 14, 15, 17, 16, 18. Coming from being behind to be 18 meters ahead in a medium upwind. What an impressive move by the French Azir. He really means business. He had a small crash under the game, gave him a penalty. He came back, fighting it back. 8 meters, let's watch it. Now it's all up to Deauville. Well, how will the Dutchman do? He has to round that mark. And he needs to do it now. Let's see the meters. 34 meters. It's all over for Deauville Bosmer. Way to go by the French skipper Azir. He will take the win in this race. Deauville Bosmer cannot catch him in wind shadow. There's 33 meters in between the two boats. And right now, Azir is still giving momentum to his boat and winning it. See, he's getting 1.2 meters on the world all the time. And somehow he's sailing 0.2 knots faster than the world bossman. That's amazing job by Azir. See, the French, the vice champion of the World Cup 2019 in Bermuda, silver medalist, killing the Dutchman in this upwind downwind race. Way to go by the French player. So 2-2, and race number 5 is coming up in a few sec. Congratulations to Azir, and here we see the World Bosma crossing the finish line. I just have to say, normally we don't see players having a crash in the game, getting a penalty, coming 20 meters behind, attacking the other players, rounding the mark, penalize the other player in a starboard tack upwind, and win 18 meters, and then afterwards win with 40 meters downwind. Amazing, amazing. It's really, really good. Fantastic race by Azir. In the private chat, the World Bosma is also smiling and saying, okay. So it's 2-2. It's who is going to win the third place in the Charity channels. Will it be the World Bosma from the Netherlands, or will it be Azir from France? Next race is coming up. It is the final race we're going into. We're just waiting for the server to be created, and we have to say a huge thank you to the community for doing these races. A huge thank you for the race officer Miguel Cruz that's going to race the final to come in and help us create these servers, because somehow they crashes for the rest of us, but he just came in as the big savior. And let's see if he's going to donate 60% of the prize pool or 30% of the prize pool later today when he's fighting the young SNPJ Luca. Next race coming up, it's World Bosma against Azir. And the last race coming up, and both of them are writing in the private chat, best of luck. If you have any questions or comments, or just want to say who's winning this final, please write us in the chat. Always fantastic to have all of you in the chat with us, and also giving some of your point of views into the game and into this grand final. It's the third place we are fighting for. It's 2-2. The World Bosma against Azir. Holland versus France. And it looks like we're going to have a fantastic final 2-2. Azir joining in. And there we go. Next race coming up. And we will get ready for it. And it's going to be a very exciting one. Can Azir do the same trick, or will the World Bosma win it in the last sec? Drums is on. The game is ready. It's coming in now. It's the Charity Star Challenge. It's the fight for the third place to give 10% of the prize pool out of it. So welcome in the chat, Richard Davies. Fantastic. You organized this and made the club going into it. So a big applause to him also. Here we go. It's Azir. It is World Bosma. See, close side by side, making fun with each other. 27 seconds before start. They are getting ready for it. It's Netherlands against France. It's World Bosma against Azir. The rose against the black sails. Let's see how it will go. 7 seconds. They are all quiet. The World Bosma needs to take care. He's not getting a false start or getting a penalty for hitting the mark. Azir pressuring him. And the World got a false start again. No, 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 no. So much pressure on the young lad from the Netherlands. Can he get back in the race? 16, 15 meters. Azir can race away from him. The World Bosma is 0.1 knots slower than Azir. 20 meters. It might be all over. The winner takes it all. Azir are in the lead with 20 meters. 21. So will it be Viva la France winning everything, or will it be the Dutch Harbour Master himself coming in? 22 meters, 21. He's winning a little bit momentum, but Azir, he is so much in control. He can throw dirty air back onto Will Bosma, 33 meters. The world needs to do something special to go into Azir. He needs to read that wind intelligence and do a fantastic job. But he's racing number 2 in the world, Azir from France, the vice champion World Championship 2019 Bermuda, 27 meters, 26 meters. See, Azir, he's just winning momentum and momentum. They're having the same speed, but this is what we are talking about sometimes in the show. Velocity made good, or best VMG, is sailing the shortest distance towards the top mark, and somehow this French skipper, Azir, is a specialist in always finding the shortest route. 22 meters. Let's see if the World Bosma has a chance. Azir, he can actually relax, take some cheese, take an extra cup of wine if he's doing that, or a beer in the hand while he's doing it. It's 30 meters, 31, 32. It is a game over to World Bosma. It's only if Azir is doing a fair play trick again. See there, to World Bosma. Azir rounding the top mark first, 33 meters, and Azir is giving to Will a chance, doing a 360, do another 360. He wants to have a battle for this final. He is not satisfied of winning it after the first upwind leg. He wants to have some action. He wants to have some entertainment. This is a young lad with a lot of attitude and also very comfortable on his own skills. This is how you become when you are the vice champion in Esailing. So, to World Bosma attacking Azir. Let's see the meters. 14 meters, 15 meters. Azir did 2 360s and are still 14 meters ahead. Let's see. 30, 12, 8, 10. Now it's now or never. Duval is going to do an attack, but it's only the first downwind race. So if Azir is getting a penalty, it doesn't matter, because then he will get back in the race. Then it's more psychological. But Duval Bosma, he cannot afford to get a penalty against the vice champion. 6.9, 5.2. Azir going in front of Duval making, avoiding that. Oh, and Azir there got a penalty again. Same case as we saw last time. They're rounding the gate mark. Duval going to the left-hand side. Azir going to the right-hand side. And now they're going upwind. But he will only be, this time, 11 meters behind. Was it a little bit too cocky by the French guy? Or will he go back in the race? 16, 17 meters, 18 meters, 19 meters, 20 meters. Let's see. This time, Azir is behind, and can he manage to go back in the race? 23 meters. Maybe it's game over France and a win for the Netherlands. 24, 23. The Will is a little bit faster than Azir, but let's see what happens when they go downwind. There's a 33 meter wind shadow, but the Will coming first, rounding that mark. Azir played fair and gave the Wolf a chance. Let's see the meters. 18 meters, 13 meters. Azir getting closer. But can Azir get close enough to throw dirty air onto World Bosma when they're going downwind? So, to World Bosma rounding the mark. Azir coming in second. And now we need to count the meters. 24, 20, 30, 29. He just managed not to go outside of Azir's wind shadow. This means we are having a battle. It's going to be on the finish line. This game ends. It's race number 5. 2-2 it's standing. The World Bosma goes into panic, racing side by side. That's very costly to do that against a pirate like Azir. The French against the Dutchman. This time the French might kill the Dutchman. Let's see what happens downwind. Still, one of them can get a penalty and they can still catch up. It's a long downwind race, but Duval going to left hand side. Azir trying to trick him and attack Duval. Attacking straight away to Azir now. Azir is in the inside. And again, Azir is unlucky, getting the same kind of penalty as he did the 2 other times against Duval. But it's not over yet. Azir will get out of the penalty. Let's see the meters. 10 meters. Azir can still attack Duval, but he needs to do some magic. Duval trying to get away from Azir. Keep away from that wind shadow. The Dutchman 10 meters ahead. Will it be a Dutch victory or will it be a French? It looks like Azir is giving the victory to the Dutch player. So Duval Bosmer from Netherlands are winning this 3rd place in the Charity Star Channels against Azir. But we have to take our hat off Azir and say, what a fair play by him, giving Duval Bosmer a chance 2 times to go back in the race. So, good race by him. We will get ready for the next race. That's the grand final. But I just have to say, congratulations to Duval. I've just seen the private chat. If Duval also doing fair play and do it. So Azir is saying well done Duval, giving the victory and the Star Charity Series 3rd place to Duval Bosmer. So congratulations to Duval Bosmer and to Kika from the Netherlands.
Het is zo erg, je kan dood aan gaan. Ik vind het heel zielig voor Larissa. En mijn moeder vond het ook zielig. Ik weet eigenlijk niet goed wat leukemie is. Ze was witjes. Ze moest ook een beetje huilen. Haar haar was uitgevallen. Ze ging wel elke week 1 keer in de week ging ze dan naar het ziekenhuis. Ze moest in coma. Of ze krijgt chemokuren. En dan als je dan dat prikje eruit haalt, dan zitten daar die kankercellen in. Om die slechte kankercellen weg te krijgen. Ik vind zelf dat ze gewoon weer beter is. Zo voelt het. Ja, ze gaat niet dood. Dat denk ik tenminste.
Met Larissa gaat het goed. Maar 25% van de kinderen met kanker redt het niet. Onacceptabel. Ga naar kikker.nl en doneer.
Fantastic race by Azir from France and Duval Bosmer. Congratulations to Kika and Duval Bosmer, the Netherlands player and the Dutch player for winning the 10% of the Charity Star Channels pool. So he will donate 160 euros to that cause. We will go on a small break. We will be back after this break. It's around 5 minutes. We're waiting for the final to come up. We're just going to discuss if we're doing the same format because we have some issues with the servers, or we will do another format where I will get a picture from Cruiselator. So we will be back in a few seconds. of Village 7-1, so we're going to see a battle for both for the reach. It's SAP J Luca, it's Lucas Moore, it's Village 7-1, and Jim Cars can sneak in. It's also attacking her boot. See, it's all the swords are, and they're penalizing each other.
Hello and welcome to our Esailing World Championship Final highlight show.
And Steve, I promised to keep you up with the in many ways. There you go. You lose, and you snooze. There, and he's taking the win because he's cheating. So starting in first, Esailing TV doing a great start this time. We're going let's go this way, so we might get some. No, don't do that with the mark again. Oh, Jesus Christ. Why doing a crazy format as we're doing today?
Well, I'm getting kind of rough.
To the right hand side, see the green dots up there. Then two penalties, no, only one penalty. And welcome back in Esailing TV. We just experienced the Will Bosmer winning 3-2 over Azir from France. Congratulations to the Will Bosmer. Now coming up, the grand final. It's Crucilator from Spain against SNP J Luca. Two routine players from the World Championship. And let's see, Crucilator is going to support, if he's winning, the prize pool, where the winner will get 60% of the prize pool, second place, third place, and here's who Crucilator is going to support.
La decisión de crear la Fundación Ecomar con la intención de devolverle al mar una pequeñísima parte de lo mucho que él me había dado. Desde entonces, nuestra misión ha sido la de educar a los niños en el cuidado del medio ambiente y de un estilo de vida saludable a través de los deportes náuticos, creando así un ambiente de diversión y de concienciación.
So if Crusader is going to win, he's going to support Foundation Akamana, but Luca, he is going a whole other direction. He wants to support what he sees in the ocean.
A lot of this stuff that looks like sand and rocks under my feet are actually single-use plastic.
An estimated 16 billion pounds of plastic enters the ocean every single year.
Plastic pollution going into the ocean, and it's just miles and miles long.
And with plastic consumption on the rise, that number's only going to increase.
The truth is, we're facing a global plastic problem. Our industries, commerce, and lives rely on plastic, much of it being single-use. Plastic doesn't break down, it just breaks apart, meaning that all the plastic that was produced still exists in some shape or form today. It didn't used to be this way. We weren't always this reliant on plastic. And more importantly, we don't have to be so dependent on plastic moving forward.
It takes a community to come together and demand change.
We're proud to be a part of the growing movement toward a more sustainable planet. In 2017, we launched 4Ocean as a way to make a difference and engage coastal communities to help clean the oceans. We started selling bracelets, and for each purchase, our full-time captains and crew would remove 1 pound of trash from the oceans and coastlines. Together, we've removed millions of pounds of plastic from our oceans and coastlines, and we're just getting started. Now, we're expanding with upstream solutions to combat the ocean plastic crisis by reducing the inflow of plastic into the ocean.
This includes helping change plastic consumption habits on land, influencing governments and corporations to make systemic changes, and working with clean ocean nonprofits to advance their important missions.
Our love of the ocean is what ignited us to take action, and it's what keeps us moving forward. We've seen the kind of work it takes to end the ocean plastic crisis, and we're stoked to find solutions that help keep our oceans and coastlines clean for this generation and the next.
Together, we can change the tide on plastic pollution.
So 2 champions, 2 giants are battling it out for getting into giving a charity away. 60% of the prize pool, that's around 1,000 euros, will go to one of these charity organizations. Lucas is 4Ocean, and Crusader is going for the next one. And we're going to do another format. We're going into match race. Then we will go directly into Crusader's computers. We're going to watch it from his point of view, what's going to happen, so we can't see it in the same way. So let's see what's going on. The race is on. And here we see it's from Crusader's view. We are going to see it. Crusader, the boats have chosen to have this neutral boat, but Crusader is the boat in front. See, that is the blue boat with the Spanish flag, and we can see here Luca, he's the white boat with the Italian flag. It's the participant at the World Championship 2018, Crusader Miguel Cruz. He's fighting against the young magician SNPJ Luka Kolslovic. He is from Trieste at the Bacolana area where we had the Bacolana event. So will he do a fine job? Let's see here. It's 22 seconds. No penalties. Both of them are fighting for it. It is right now Crusader in behind, but we have to say he is the master of match races. He was part of the Loki's Cup. Oh, he's getting a penalty. So close to the start. That's so unlucky. Just when we said he's the master. And look at doing a false start. No, no, no. Oh, what is happening with these 2 boats? These 2 giants both doing unforced penalties in the start. So let's see here. Go Crusader, the chat says. But here Crusader is 3 meters ahead of Luca. They're going towards the top gate mark. Who will do the first one? Crusader in the lead, 2 meters. We know the young magician will follow him. So let's see how that will go. It is the grand final. It's a BO7, best of 7 races. So the winner, first getting 5 races in this grand final, will win the 60% of the prize pool for a charity after own choice. And Cruiselator is Ecomar, and SMPJ Luca is for the ocean. So, who will win it? Who will go into it? Who will win this fantastic charity star challenge? Cruiselator, he's used to defend himself. He loves to be in the start. And welcome in the chat, Danny Panadero from Holland. He was also part of the charity challenge. Suddenly, unlucky for him, he went into the machine room and got a really beat up in his first race, but he tried to do what he could. But fantastic, he was all new in Virtua Regatta when he joined in. Cruiselator rounding first, SMPJ Luca following in. This is interesting, 7 meters, but see the tactic of Cruiselator is actually outside of the wind shadow of SMPJ Luca. SMPJ Luca needs to turn his boat, so as long as Cruiselator going to the the right hand side, then he will not get a wind shot. But see, SMPJ Luca throwing dirty air back on Cruiselator. This means Cruiselator under pressure. At this time, Luca will get close to 6 meters, 5 meters, and you can see how his fingers is used. In Cruiselator, you can see the arrows in the left corner. You can see how he's really using it with angles and everything. It's really good inside. 2 meters, Luca on the inside. Big turn by Luca, small turn by Cruiselator. It's an upwind race. This means that the Cruiselator is 8 meters ahead, but we are going to see a battle downwind. I know that SNPJ Luca, the young magician from Trieste, the Esailing's Harry Potter, he has a magic trick or two with his wand, and he will attack the Cruiselator from Spain. But it is Cruiselator, really not much in the lead at the moment, and we can see here what's happening here. And to all the geeks out there, the really Esailing geeks, watch the numbers on Luca's boat. Then you can see which rule giving the penalty right now. And there we can see Luca is 8 meters behind Cruiselator. What will happen? They will round the mark, and Cruiselator, he will try to go to the left-hand side again, because this time Luca needs to following him. And when Luca follows him, he will go to the left-hand side. So Luca cannot throw dirty air, but let's see the meters. 16, 20, 22, 23. It's not enough. Luca is capturing Cruiselator, but this time he needs to go fast, because in the last race we had a really long downwind race, but this time we have a short downwind race. 17 meters. Luca coming in. Luka Koslovic, the young magician, 16 years old, against Cruiselator, 13 meters. We are going to have a battle, and right now we can see how it's switching. Cruiselator defending himself, and Luca getting a penalty. Nice defend by Cruiselator. So it is a win for Cruiselator in the first race. 1-0 for the Spanish sailor. Way to go, way to go. Cruiselator with a win. SNPG Luca in second. Good race by Cruiselator here against SNPJ Luca. And let's see if they can continue doing that. It's amazing, and they just start doing all the race. So just let's see, the next race is coming up, and let's see how they will do that. Until now, we saw Cruiselator. He loves to be in the defending position. We have been seeing him in all the match races doing a defensive position. He loves to do that. So Luca really needs to find his attack mode and find a solution to attack Cruiselator or have a better start, so he will be in front of Cruiselator. Next race already coming up, so let's get ready for race number 2. Race number 2 coming in. They are saying hello to each other, cheering each other in their languages, and yes, it's fantastic what we're going here. Yeah, but Lancelotti said it's the same penalty as well he handed out to Azir in the last race that Luca got. Yes, but this time we saw rule number 11 come in. This means that according to to the rule book and to the game, rule number 11 was in there. But it's very hard to see why and how when it's going this fast in the race. 30 seconds to start. SNPJ Luca attacking Crucilator, doing a little bit psychic war against him. See there, a penalty to Crucilator. 11 seconds slowdown, 3 seconds left, 2. But it doesn't matter. And then he's just doing it again. No, so close. He's doing a second penalty on Crucilator already. It's a match for giants. It is so close. Let's see it. 5 seconds. Luca will not do a false start this time. 1 second. Best start for Luca. Crucilator going opposite. Crucilator choosing the right-hand side. Luca left-hand side. This means if Crucilator is a little bit behind as he is now, he can do a starboard tack attack on Crucilator. On Luca. Luca going away from that. They will meet up in the middle a couple of times. I know that. And if one of them are a little bit slow, he will get a penalty. Luca 2 meters ahead, 1 meter. They will follow each other to the top mark. And then it's all about, will it be Crucilator or Luca rounding the top mark first? So please in the chat, please everybody out there, fantastic to see you all online to this grand finale in Charity Star Challenge. Who will win race number 2? Will it be Luca or Crucilator? Right now, Luca are in a little bit control, 3 meters, but still he's not way ahead of Crucilator. They will follow each other. Crucilator doing a starboard tack. Luca has to tack with him. There we're going to see it from top side. Crucilator, he might be in the lead, but it's all about which side they choose at the gate mark. I think Luca will go to left-hand side. It looks like right-hand side is the longest distance, but Crucilator will be in the lead. He will be the person choosing which side they will go to, because if you go to the opposite side, you might lose 12 to 15 meters. Crucilator first. Luca in second. This means Crucilator in the defending position. That is his favorite position. Luca needs to find his attacks. 8 meters, 7 meters, 5 meters. There we go. Luca getting another penalty in the attack. He needs to find a way. See, crying there, but it's not over. Crucilator, he will only win 10 meters downwind here. So let's see, Luca 17 meters. It's not over yet. It's all open. You can afford a penalty downwind in the first leg. But Luca needs to do something really crazy with his attack. He needs to find a tactic, a strategy to go and attack the more routine Crucilator. Both of them are sailors also beside of Esailing, but both of them are also top E-sailors. SNPJ Luca, 3rd place World Championship 2020. Crucilator, 2019. Crucilator was part of the World Championship 2018 in Florida, Sarasota. He was so close of getting the World Championship, and then he got a penalty because of a lag on the tablet he was using. So, who will win this one? 11 meters. It's not enough Crucilator to take a win. Until now, Crucilator is leading 1-0 to Luca. But Luca is coming in. He's approaching Crucilator. He's doing his tactics and strategy now. He needs to find a way to attack Crucilator downwind. So he really needs to think what to do. And if he's not finding a solution on it, Crucilator will take the second race. Crucilator rounding the gate mark. Nice and slow, 13 meters. Let's see the meters. See, Luca, oi, 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 this is a match race. Crucilator attacking Luca, that's aggressive. The young magician was not prepared for that. This means Crucilator is running towards the finish line. 27 meters, he can still be caught, but Luca really needs to do some impressive stuff here. Luca really under pressure, see, 28. It is Crucilator doing a very routine attack and also a very aggressive attack. And this is the difference from match race and doing regattas where you're doing custom race. In a match race, you can attack the other player when you rounded the mark. So it's going to be 2-0 for the Spain. So second race goes to Crucilator. Fantastic job by him. Way to go, way to go. And here we see the difference from routine. SNPJ Lucas started playing Virtua Regatta this year, but went all the way to the World Championship. Crucilator, he has been playing for many years, part of World Championship 2018, huge part of the community. He's helping to steering the Spanish Esailing Club online, and I know a lot of fans, special Inset and Jose, are sitting online right now and cheering on him. So way to go. Race number 3 is coming up already. It's going fast. The two combatants are really battling it out, and we will get ready for the next race. And we're going to Port de Savou. We're going to the Italian area, but Luca coming in, saying hello and all the best of luck to Crucilator. There we go. 1 minute to start. Race number 3 coming up. It's best out of 7, so first player to win 5 races will win the Charity Star Challenge. Can Crucilator continue to do what he's doing, being in the defending position, and make sure that the young magician doesn't have any move or strategy to win over him? We never know, and we will see if the young magician Luka Koslovic has found a solution on doing the attacks. But no matter what, it has been a great pleasure to see that their route to this final. They have been doing some nice battles, and both of them are winning prize money for their charity. Luca is winning for 4 Ocean, and Crucilator is winning for Ecomar. 10 seconds to start. No false starts, no penalties. That will be costly. Crucilator going after penalizing Luca. Luca with a penalty. Crucilator losing a little bit control. Doing a false start. Has to go 360. It's like the first race, just opposite. Both of them doing false starts. What is happening here? 8 meters in the lead to Crucilator. It's very, very close. But both of them are back in the race. It's all open again, but a penalty, a false start, and a false start. Whoa. They might have some nerves, the two guys, when they're playing this one. They really want to win the Charity Star Challenge. And they really want to say, hey, I donated 60% of the prize pool to my charity after choice. Crucilator in the lead at the moment. Going upwind, losing momentum. This is SNPJ Lucas' turn. 6 meters. He is on the right-hand side. He can do a starboard tack. This means Crucilator might lose his position. But Crucilator is still in the lead. He will still be in the defending position downwind. And until now, he has been doing a fantastic job defending the attacks from SNPJ Luka or Luka Koslovic. There we go, getting ready to the mark roundings. Will Crucilator take the closest mark, or will it go to the opposite side? It will be stupid to go to the opposite side, so he will take the close one. Let's see. Rounding it here, SNPJ Luka coming with speed. Doing a speed rounding, small rounding coming around. Let's see the meters. 12, 16, 18, and it will drop 17, 18. Luka getting ready to do his first attack. This is the test of his new strategy. Has he found a way to win over the Crucilator downwind? Until now, when Cruz is in the defending position, he is winning the race. 8 meters, 7 meters, Crucilator defending. Luka getting away from him. No reason to get a penalty. Better take the fight downwind in the second leg. Now they're getting ready to round the mark. Luka keeping distance, and there he's doing a big turn because he doesn't want Crucilator to lease the sails and give her a penalty. 7 meters, 6 meters upwind. This will all be settled in the second downwind. If not, Cruisulator or Luca is doing a mistake upwind. They are both very routine. They are both highly skilled players. So let's see how it will go. If any of you have a suggestion in the chat, what could Luka Koslovic do in the attacks of Cruisulator, then please write it. Or else, let's cross the finger for Luka that he has found a tactic, a solution. Until now, he hasn't done that. And if he's not finding that, then Cruisulator will take the lead with 3-0. Getting closer to the top marks, the gate mark, getting ready to round it. Will it be Cruz or will it be Luca who will win it for tonight? Choosing the right hand side to go around. There we go, Crusader. Luca coming with speed. This time it's not that many meters in between them. Let's see. A really slow turn, so 20 meters. So he's actually, congratulations, Cruisulator with the win, but I'm not sure of that. Let's see, 18. He's caught in wind shadow. It's 33 meters wind shadow. Let's see what's happening here downwind. 16, 15, 14, 13. So all the best of luck to the player here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. There's the first attack. Luca trying to trick Crusader. Crossing. It's jibing and jibing. Let's see. Oh, Luca again losing on the same penalty. Crusader nails it again. It's a 3-0 lead for Cruisulator. Way to go by him. Luca needs to find his own tactics now to win it. Or make sure that he's in front of Cruisulator when they're going downwind. Because when Cruisulator is in this fantastic defending position, Luca has no chance at all. So, we're getting ready for the next race. 3-0 for Cruisulator. And it's all about getting 5 wins first, then you will win the regatta. So, next race will come up. Can Luca do anything with Cruisulator? What to do? We have been seeing before Cruisulator losing his defending downwind, where I've been seeing him being tricked to go all the way to the left-hand side and pushed way out to its right-hand side when they're going downwind to the left side there. And then when he's getting too long away, then suddenly the other boat jibes in towards the finish line and then Cruisulator gets behind. So that might be the trick. It's a BO7, so Luca, listen to what we're saying in studio. Maybe you have a chance. Luca, go win the start if you can. They say in the chat. Luca is in the private chat saying ooh, he's a little bit. He thinks Cruisulator is strong. So let's have the next one. Next race coming up. Luca needs to find the trick, but push Cruisulator all the way outside of the ley line, and then jibe in towards the finish line. Race number 4 coming up. Let's get ready for it. Will Luca win the start or will he be in the front downwind? All the best of luck to both players. So 1 minute to the start. Will it be Spain with Cruisulator winning this Charity Star Challenge? Or will it be Luca from Italy, the young magician from Trieste? It's late night for him right now. He's going to school tomorrow. So I don't hope his parents is killing us for organizing this event this late evening. And Jose, fantastic showing that Cruisulator is killing it with that arm. So let's see it. Luca here, almost getting a penalty or handing out a penalty to Cruz. It's very close, very close. It's very close what they are doing here. There we go. 9 seconds. We can see it's almost time. They both will do a false start if they're not slowing up. But watch out, you're not getting a penalty. Here's 1 second slow start for both of them. No false start. Luca is in the lead with 1 meter, but it's not enough to say that he's killing it. 2 meters, 3 meters. He's winning on Cruiselator now. What's Cruiselator doing? He's going away from him. He's going against the wind. No, 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 no. 5 meters. This might be Luca's chance to be in the lead when they're going downwind. 7 meters, 6 meters. Is Cruiselator drinking too much sangria at the moment, or is he out having muchos tapas? We don't know, but he needs to get back in focus in this race. 6 meters in the lead to Luca. Luca is going to take it. Let's see him. It's the first time tonight we will see him being in a defending position downwind. Can he do it? And can he keep Cruiselator away from him? They're controlling Cruiselator, tacking in front of him, throwing dirty air. This is the small wall they will do upwind. And we can see Luca coming in again here. Once again, wants to control Cruiselator. This always wins them around 1 meter when they're doing this. Every time they tack and get your opponent to tack away. 2 meters, 3 meters. Luca choosing the mark in the right hand side, and let's see, it's the first time we're seeing the young magician in the lead. He will need to defend it, but it's a very, very fast attack. 10 meters in between the boats. It will be an attack straight on. Cruiselator, get ready. Let's see if Luca is coming back. Cruiselator. Luca is in the left hand side, and Cruiselator is pushing Luca to the left hand side, and right now he's going out after going to the left hand side. See, this time Cruiselator is trying to do the trick. Let's see. Wow. Cruiselator following him. See, he's pushing Luca outside the left hand side, so Luca needs to tag in or jibe in towards the gate mark. He did it there. So nice defend by Luca, keeping Cruiselator behind him, and when they will round the mark, see now he's pushing Cruiselator outside of the mark, so Cruiselator needs to do a slow big turn. There, Luca really pushing him. Cruiselator doing 360. This is costly. No, no, no. Way to go by the young magician. Pushing Cruiselator outside of the mark. 13 meters behind. So now the young magician has some meters to work with. Can he get it to 18 meters? Then he might be safe and go for the finish. 12 meters. Way to go by the young magician, and Cruiselator panics because he thought the young magician will attack him at the gate. But then he did a 360 and the young magician sailed away. It's Luca fighting for 4 oceans. It's Cruiselator fighting for Ecomar. So who will win it tonight? It's 3-0 for the Spanish player. It's best out of 7. So Cruiselator needs 2 wins and Luca needs 5 wins in total now. 12 meters, 10 meters. See, Cruiselator tried to find a way into Luca, but if he's not doing it, I know Cruiselator is not good of doing attack downwind, but I haven't seen Luca's defensive skill yet. But it looks great in the first downwind race. Let's watch it. Slow turn by Luca. This means there will be only 12 meters, 13 meters, 12 meters in between the boats. So there will be able to be 2 attacks and 1 penalty downwind. So here we go. Second battle downwind, race 4. Luca defensive position. Swords up for Cruiselator. Shields up for Luca. Luca going to the left hand side, and here maybe Cruiselator doing the trick I was speaking about, pushing him out. And Luca needs to watch that finish line. If he's coming too much out and Cruiselator jibes down, oh, Cruiselator getting that penalty. So Luca doing it, but it's not over yet. There's 1/3 left. No, Cruiselator, he's giving up. We can see the way he's sailing that he's giving the victory to Luca. So, good defense by the young magician. So, 3-1 to Crusader against SNPJ Luca. What an exciting match race we have here. We are really in the top of it. It's fantastic to see the young magician, as we spoke about before going into race number 4. If he's getting in the lead, Crusader will have a hard time. He's a defensive player where he's not doing that well in the attacks. And until now, Luca has been having a hard time attacking Crusader. Next race already coming up. We are pushing them to be ready. It's a high pulse race. And I know Luca, he's sitting with his mobile phone, really staring in on, and Crusader playing on his tablet. Race number 5 coming up, guys. And who will win it? Will Luca take the second win, or will Crusader get into a match point, getting 4 points? Race number 5. Who will win it? Who will beat it? Crusader against SNPJ Luca. And yes, it's right, Richard Davies. We have a match now. Well done by Luca. He was a little bit nervous in the start. Didn't have the tactic to win over the routine sailor Crusader. But who will do it? There we go. Luca getting in position. Waiting for Crusader. Watch what he's doing. Right now, Crusader can penalize Luca, but Luca getting that penalty there. So Luca getting a slowdown, but it doesn't matter. There is 22 seconds to start. And right now, it looks like in the chat, most of the players are cheering on Luca. So let's see if he can live up to it. Crusader getting a penalty. 8 seconds to start. His penalty will stop when the start is gone. This means Luca, if he's going upwind. No. What did Luca do? He was waiting for Crusader. So Luca is behind Crusader. Interesting tactic. Interesting tactic. He's going in starboard tack. Getting after Crusader. He's 4 meters behind. This means he can actually penalize Crusader in a starboard tack. But let's see what will happen here. I thought Luca, he panicked a little bit there and trying to avoid getting a false start. But again, avoiding that cost him 5 meters in total. So Luca needs to think how to do an attack on Crusader. Have he done a new strategy? Have he been testing an attack mode while defending for Crusader? Has he changed his mindset? Right now, 14 meters behind. It looks like Crusader is doing a better job than Luca. 13 meters. Crusader is going in to choose the mark they are going to round. Luca will follow him, but he will be around 23 meters, I think, behind Crusader. So he really needs to use the wind shadow to get as close as possible to Crusader and get ready for the second downwind leg. Crusader rounding the mark first, coming around the mark here. SNPJ Luca a little bit slower. Oh, Crusader doing the same trick. Oh, using meters to trying to attack Luca. So 17 meters only. That might not turn out to be a good idea. Let's see. 18. Can Luca get close to Crusader? No, he can't. 17. It's just all about taking meters now before coming to the gate mark. Luca on the inside. Oh, what's happening here? We are losing connection. No, it looked like we're losing. Oh, there we're back. 12 meters, 11 meters. Luca, 10 meters. 8 meters. He's getting close to Crusader. Crusader slow downs in purpose because if Luca was not aware of it, he sailed into Crusader and will get a penalty. So 4 meters in between the battling boats. It's still Crusader in the lead. He can do a starboard tack and attack Luca now. They're getting close to each other. Switch inside. Way to go by Luca. Now he is in the inside. He is in starboard tack. Way to go. Really good maneuvering here by the young magician. This is a battle. This time it's the young magician's turn to do a starboard tack. Crucilator is trying to do the same trick. Managed to go inside, but see Luca, he's ready on it. Following him. Winning 5 meters on it. This is a new battle. Luca will be in the lead going downwind if he keeps this position. And that was the new strategy. Go in front of Crucilator upwind so he can defend himself downwind. Until now, that's what's working. The boat in the defense downwind has been winning the race. So, what to do, what to think, how to do the strategy. See, there we have Luca going to the right-hand side. Crucilator taking the long route, going to the left-hand side. Let's see, that might be costly. We have seen it before, 3 meters side by side. Crucilator cannot throw dirty on Luca, so he needs to tack over to Luca to do an attack. And Luca is faster, he's winning meters now. 5-4, so Crucilator, he is jibing over there. Let's see. And Luca is just following him, getting outside of the wind shadow. 8 meters, 9 meters. This might be a win for the young magician. What a mistake in the strategy by Crucilator there. Always follow the boat, the leading boat around the mark. But let's see. It's going to be a battle for the finish line. Luca going in front of Crucilator. Crucilator going to the left-hand side. He can penalize Luca now. Luca with a penalty. Wow, way to go by Crucilator. Takes the win on the finish line. 4-1 for the Spanish player. That's an amazing race. Fantastic done by Crucilator here. Here we see the really routine played in the match race by Crucilator, doing a fantastic job. So Crucilator with a match point. Crucilator with a match point. We are getting ready for the last one. So let's see. It's 4-1. Yeah, it's 4-1. It's best out of 7. So it's a win for Crucilator. Sorry, it's me. What a win. It was the match point. It's right. It's us here in Esailing. We are so caught in this fantastic battle match race we are seeing here that we were all focused on. Hey, we won the New Mall race. But Crucilator winning 4-1 against the young magician. And let's see who's winning the prize pool. The biggest prize pool today. It is, after Crucilator's choice, it is those here.
La decisión de crear la Fundación Ecomar con la intención de devolverle al mar una pequeñísima parte de lo mucho que él me había dado. Desde entonces, nuestra misión ha sido la de educar a los niños en el cuidado del medio ambiente y de un estilo de vida saludable a través de los deportes náuticos, creando así un ambiente de diversión y de concienciación.
and welcome back on Esailing TV. What an exciting match race we had here. I totally forgot it was best out of 7, so the winner first winning 4 races was winning the race, not 5. So I was so ready to get into the next one. But here in studio, I have the great pleasure to invite in the winner, Cruisulator. Welcome in studio, Cruisulator.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, and congratulations with the victory today. What a fine
Thank
race
you.
you did there. What did you think about this Charity Star Challenge and your opponent, Luca? He did a great job in this final.
Yeah, I like the duel, the match race, and I think Daniel Lau did a very good cap. The charity is always well. And about Luca, not much to say. He is one of the best sailors in the world. He's a friend, and today I only had more lucky than him.
We just see, as somebody is writing in the chat, Cruisulator, you are killing the match race. Some of them, and also here in Esailing TV, we know how good you are at defending the boat downwind, but your strong side is not the attacks. Cruisulator, you choose to donate the money for Ecomar. Why did you choose to donate for them?
But no, nothing special. I don't know who I could represent it, and I only check in internet and I choose Ecomar Foundation, no more.
Okay, and what did appear for them? It's something with cleaning the oceans, or
yes. Okay, this is only my reason. I look for someone who clean the sea.
Cool. So both of you were fighting for cleaning the ocean. Luca for Ocean, and you for Ecomar. Cruisulator, thank you for joining in studio, and congratulations with this fantastic win.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye. And that was a small interview with Cruisulator, the winner of this Charity Star Challenge. Congratulations to him, and thank you for all of you out there watching this fantastic match race. What an evening we had here. What a fantastic final. And right now, if you want to see more e-sailing, please follow us and join us on these channels here. Hi, you're watching Esailing TV. Hope you like what we're doing. If you want to see more, please follow us on the social medias. Go on Facebook, write Esailing TV. Then you come into our fan page. If you follow us, subscribe or like us, then you can see our live shows and get a notification of it. But there's an 8 seconds delay on Facebook. You can also see when we're doing highlights. We'll pop them up there, and small news with pictures. You can like, share with your friends what we're doing, share your interest. Hope you will join in. But if you're more the video type, then go to YouTube. Esailing TV channel here has a live feed also. There's a 6 seconds delay, but it's fantastic on YouTube. All our videos is saved forever, so you can see what we've been doing the last year, also the highlights. Example, here's Norman and I having fun with the chat, getting questions from the chat, and it was so fun. But if you want to see the live shows straight away without any delays, then go on the Gamers Universe, Twitch TV, write Esailing TV. There's a 2 seconds delay. So in here, it's if you want to see the shows live. All live shows will be deleted after 14 days. But you can do your own highlights, clip it out, and it will be saved forever. And then some of you said, hey, Twitter. Yeah, we are on Twitter. Go on Twitter, write Esailing TV. We're also doing live shows on Twitter. But again, there's an 8 seconds delay on the live shows. But you can see some tweets when we're out traveling. You can get direct notifications when we're doing activities. In here, we are doing a lot of pop-up news, but we are having a lot of fun. You can share and like what we're doing. And of course, Instagram is also there. But Instagram, we're not doing any live shows on. We're only doing pop-up news. So here you can see what we're doing of crazy things, and trust me, we'll be better to do a lot of more crazy things in here. Example, we met L1's nail shop in Liverpool, or the highlights show from the World Championship. We also informed about it here. Hope you're enjoying what we're doing in Esailing TV. See you on the servers.